Hello! It's another tag! Another day, another tag. And this time, we're doing the popular opinions tag. I'm Pete. This is the Ponderings of Pete. And today, we're gonna not do the unpopular opinion, we're gonna do the popular opinion. Am I gonna do the unpopular opinion? No, I didn't fit it in my schedule. I don't think I've been tagged with it. Anyways, popular opinions tag, originally created by Abby Salter, because she saw the unpopular opinion and was like, why not the other way? And I was tagged by Joanna Souza, so go check out her. She's very charismatic, and she loves all her lovely little book dragons, as she says, which is heartwarming. So, let's get into this tag, shall we? Number 1, a popular book or series that you love. This one has, I think this is one that's just like keeps coming up in all these tags. What do you love? I'm going to say Malazan now. I haven't finished Malazan Book of the Fallen yet, but I'm really, really liking it. If you can't tell from some of my past videos, there's definitely moments that break me internally because they're so sad. And there have been some epic moments in some of these series, in some of these books as well. I really have started to love a little bit more militaristic fantasy settings because of how well Malazan writes the military movements and the wars and everything. They're just so vividly described, and you can really see them if you tactically think about it, and it's great. And he adds such personality to the people that you follow. It's different because I know he has come under flack from some people because it's like, I don't know who these characters are, because he never actually gives physical descriptions unless it's relevant. Like, okay, all of a sudden a character's hair turns white for XYZ reason. He'll tell you that. But he's not going to tell you what it was beforehand. It's not like I actually don't know the hair color or the eye color of any of the characters unless it's been specifically changed for some reason or form. But his characterization is done through the names, through who they are, what they act like. It's a very active characterization, if that makes any sense. And that comes off as unneeded for some people because there's so many little moments that you get with these characters that don't necessarily move forward the plot, but are just there to provide you with a sense of who these characters are. And it's great. It humanizes them more, in my opinion. Next up, an underhyped series or books that you love and wish more people would read. I would say one of these would be the Rift War Saga by Raymond E. Feist. It's an older book. The first book kind of starts off like a D&D campaign and then veers out. Well, technically the first book is 2 books because you have Magician's Apprentice and Magician Master, I think it is. It goes off the rails. Like after Magician's Apprentice, it's not a D&D campaign anymore. It's more organic and it becomes its actual world. It's really awesome. I would also say sci-fi short stories in general, because sci-fi short stories are really fun. They're not like, the most character-driven things because they're short stories, but they can be. And they're really insightful and make you think, which is great. Ray Bradbury, anything edited by Ben Bova. I really need to do more research into who he is, because I've heard the name, but I don't know much behind him. But Ben Bova is prolific with his editing. I think he just died, actually. Next up, a romance. Love triangle. One True Pair, OTP or whatever, that you love. Okay, so I'm going to stop you here. Spoilers. Mistborn Era 2 through Bands of Mourning. I'm going to put a timestamp here. Go to that timestamp if you have not read Mistborn Era 2 in its entirety, because I'm going to go full spoilers. All right, you gone? 3, 2, 1, boom. Wax and Steris. Oh my lord, these two are amazing. I love their relationship. Like, it starts out, book 1, you got a love triangle. It's kind of it's love triangle because he's forced to marry Steris. And then you actually get to start to know Steris in Shadows of Self. And he's like, and Wax, being the good dude he is like, you know what? I'm going to make this marriage work. That's what he does. Steris' cousin, I can't remember, Marazi comes into her own in that book because Brandon Sanderson abandons the whole love triangle thing because she stops worshipping Wax, and she actually comes into her own more of like, I'm actually my own character now and not just beholden to my awe of Wax. Wax is like, I'm going to make this marriage work. And, it's hard for them, for Steris and Wax. You see them trying to make it work. Like there's more in Shadows of Self, there's more conflict. And then it's really, you don't see the fruits of that until book 3 in Bands of Mourning. And it's beautiful. Like, them bonding over trying to find the 2 coppers or whatever in 2 clips, basically $2, in the financial statements. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. And they learn to work with each other. They learn to think, okay, Wisteris comes to accept that Wax is going to be unpredictable, so she makes tons and tons of plans. And Wax is like, okay, I know she needs some sort of structure, so I'm going to try to, provide something for her that she can, a situation that she can thrive in to a certain extent. It shows you that, marriage and relationships take work. And you don't see that much, especially in like romance books. You don't see that, the classic Hallmark storyline. That's a caricature. And it's nice, but it's frustrating sometimes. Marriages and relationships take work. And if you can take that away from this book, you can take that away from anywhere. It's not going to be easy. Don't expect it to be. But that's why marriage is a commitment. Marriage is a commitment to not only love the other person, and love isn't just an emotion. Attraction is an emotion. Love is an action. You choose to love somebody. You don't choose whether or not you're attracted to somebody. Even that is complicated. But love in its very core is an action, a choice. So marriage is a commitment to love, a commitment to grow with the other person and to make it work. That's just my thoughts on that. And Wax and Steris do a very good job of illustrating that. Next up after that, number 4, your favorite genre and a popular genre that you want to get into more. My favorite genre, obviously fantasy, kind of obvious. Second is genre that I want to get into more. I want to get into more classical and literary fiction in the future. And you can see some of this with me trying to do more Jane Austen and some other things in the future that I have thoughts for. There you go. Maybe some nonfiction too, considering the Cold War stuff. Number 5, a popular character that I love or a character that I feel needs more love. I would say Severo. I love his character. It's great. Characters that need more love, I'm not sure, because I can see a lot of people loving a lot of the characters I like sometimes. That's hard. I can't think of anybody right now. Let's just go with Severo for this one. Number 6, auto-buy author. Of course, I'm not going to put one. I'm going to put multiple because that's what I do sometimes. Ray Bradbury. Hopefully I get to read more on this channel of him soon. I have a few books that are in the TBR that I need to toss actually in the soon do. There's a few that are on the cusp of auto buys. I can't really. That would be Susanna Clark. I have to read Piranesi. Daniel Abraham. After I read LPQ, I'll probably know. And Steven Erikson. Erikson, I'm not entirely sure when he's going to transition to an auto buy or if he will. I think I have to read some of his other works. Definitely anything Malazan is auto buy, but I'm not sure about outside of Malazan if I need to buy some of his his sci-fi book and see if it's decent. So, but he's a good author. At least Malazan's great. Number 7, a popular book trope that you love. So I will put this caveat: all tropes can be done badly. All of them, no exceptions. So if I see it done badly, I'm not gonna like it. Just because it has this trope does not mean I'm gonna like it. Tropes that I love: mysterious stranger comes to town. I do enjoy that one. That comes from a little bit of mystery, just okay, let's see what this mysterious stranger is about, and use that to illustrate how the town is. That's so fun. Here Comes the Cavalry is also one that I've come to enjoy more over time. I definitely love it from Lord of the Rings and some other stuff. I mean, you could call Here Comes the Cavalry also Deus Ex Machina in a certain sense, but not all Deus Ex Machinas are Here Comes the Cavalry moments. So definitely this can be done badly sometimes. Another one I like is an underdog hero. I do quite enjoy that. Overcoming immense odds. But of course, that can be done badly. Next question, number 8. A popular series that you're excited to read. Wheel of Time. I am nervous that I'm not going to like it, but I'm still excited to read it. The Temeraire series is one that also comes to mind. I've read the first one. I really liked it. By Naomi Novik. And I really want to get to the next ones. There's 7 or 8 books in the series. I've bought 4 or 5 of them by now. We'll see when I get to them. It may not be until next year. We will see. And then Long Price Quartet. I'm starting this next month. I've been excited about this for a while, and after I finished book 8 in The Expanse, I will finally have room to start another series, and it's gonna be great. I'm excited. Number 9, the very last one. A popular book or film where you love the story in both formats. I only have one answer for this, and that's Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry, I have to be that basic. I don't think there's any other book to movie adaptations that are decent. Change my mind. I would say the first Hunger Games movie was pretty good. It was pretty good. The second and the third one went downhill. third/fourth one just Divergent was terrible, but I also didn't like the book either. So yeah, the ending for Divergent was, or Legent was. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you didn't like some of my opinions, deal with it, I would say. Give me a dislike if you want to. Fuel my channel. Controversy is great, right? And if you want to see more, you want to keep coming, I got one more tag video coming for you guys this week, and that is tomorrow. Stay tuned. I will see you tomorrow.